So in my 20 years, or short 20 years of working history, by the way, I started working at 10 anyway, in case you guys think I'm very old, right? So what I've noticed traveling across developing markets is not so much a lack of good ideas as it is a lack of good execution. And having worked for companies like General Electric, the Nielsen company, which does market research and consumer research, what we've noticed is that a lot of the time when we work with our clients who are business owners, key decision makers, there's a lot of pressure on the top line, growing your sales and growing your market share. So as we go and talk about branding and marketing, I think what we wanted to give is what I call a business leader's perspective to branding, marketing, and ultimately reality. Yeah, good afternoon, Dr. Rashid and all distinguished guests of the Marketing and Branding Conference. My name is Glen and I'm here with two of my other partners. We formed this company called Mercs because we felt that there's an opportunity for us to connect the dots for our clients and our partners. Right, so what we want to talk about is about how do you unlock your brand such that you feel the impact through increase in sales and increase in market share. And I'll walk you through a case study because I'm sensitive to time. But before we go there, I thought I wanted to wake everybody up with a little bit of a Scrabble quiz. Everybody played Scrabble before? Great. So if you can, in the next minute, try to form a word with the highest score. 1 minute. Okay, and shout the word out, by the way, huh? So what Scrabble is all about, as you guys think through, is that you will see that there are different colors, right? This color here represents double the points for a word. This color here represents double the points for a letter, and this one represents triple. Okay, and they're all written up there. And the word is to be formed by the 7 letters that you have here. All right? Anybody wants to give it a shot? Madam, tell me. I saw your hand up. Try. Anyone? Yes? Sorry? Not quite close. And another one. Connect. Very nice. Connect. So that's the word connect. Yeah? So what you'll see is that the trick about the game Scrabble, so I'm also here trying to promote Scrabble as a game because I like it a lot, yeah? Is that you try to form a word and every single letter you put in, and if you see things like this, you get points for it as well. Okay? But the essence of this talk today is to connect the dots across your branding, your marketing, and ultimately reality, which is your results. Yeah? Right, just a bit of introduction to my team. We are all seasoned professionals, having spent at least 15 to 20 years in multinational companies. We actually have got regional remits across multiple markets, right? And some of our partners even end up working with the Singapore government through the Intellectual Property Office of Singapore, as well as Spring Singapore, which brings or tries to inject some cash and support to grow small organizations into international ones. Yeah. So what is in a brand? I think earlier today some of our speakers did go into that, but I want to cover something very specific around what goes into a brand. Now, basically, a brand brings a company's values, personality, resources to the customers in the market through their product or services. Now, in today's day and age, sometimes people call it zero moment of truth. What's a zero moment of truth? Basically, what it is that before you even get a chance to experience the brand's service or the brand's product, you actually already have an impression of the brand. Either because it's word of mouth in the past, but today with social media, things get a lot more rapid and a lot more quick. And so therefore, you would have an impression. I think somebody mentioned about Zomato and the Chinese restaurant. You would already have that impression, right? But however, despite that, we know that if you were to look at that brand, you still have to go through the experience with the brand, right? And I think Vinod mentioned it very clearly, like despite all that you see, I think there is that still basic fundamental that doesn't run away, which is how do you engage with your customer or your consumer, right? And so when you think of a brand, right, you think of a brand like a human being, right? And the best way to show you the example is, who doesn't know Virgin? Put up your hand. Virgin Mobile, Virgin Music, everybody knows that. So if I ask you this question, If Virgin were a human being, what would that human being look like? Definitely not lady. Would you say Richard Branson? Right? Richard Branson. Why? Because Richard came up with Virgin because that was him. And Virgin was him and he was Virgin. Right? And that's important to note because end of the day, it's no different from a human being with a certain set of values and culture that you bring through to the marketplace that a lot of your customers and your consumers want to identify with.